Right? Them motherfuckers ain't riding through here for no reason, you know what I mean? They knew I was supposed to get this storage today. That's why that bitch took so long so I could be stuck and locked outside the storage. That's why she kept giving people orders in the parking lot not to give me a ride to the bus stop. But pay attention to this though. Last night, they tried to follow me and they tried to rob me again, right? Because I pulled the same move in order I did for me to get the storage. I was supposed to get it on the first, but I did that on the second. And they got me robbed. As you can see my eye and shit like that, yo. Now, last night was the motherfucking, what's today's date? Today is the 8th. Last night was the 7th, right? Now, it's amazing. Last night, them motherfuckers was following me down Chicago Avenue, around Chicago and 17th Street and all that shit like that. I turned my phone off and I rolled off and I hit and cut on them and watched them roll by. 3 minutes after they ride by, they thought I rolled down to Chicago and Franklin and shit like that. Well, I heard gunshots go off and somebody was in the alleyway shot. But that was about 2 to 3 minutes after they went that same direction where the gunshots came from. Ain't that something? And the person who was shot was happened to be in a fucking alleyway. Remember I told you I cut my phone off and I rolled off, I started hiding from these pussies, right? So 9 times out of 10, I truly believe that they felt like I rolled in that alleyway and they went in there and did what they had to do. You know they got motherfuckers that fuck with them that ain't gonna tell and say nothing. Yeah, that's a part of that secret society, secret code, the organized crime they got going on here. Metro Police plays a big part in that. Metro Police, Andrea Broken, motherfucking and Officer Vang and a whole bunch of new motherfuckers there, like Andrea Broken and them, they're basically trying to cover up tracks and shit like that. Cause all my paperwork from the cases from the Anoka County Court and all my other little court cases that I had, all them paperwork disappeared, yo. None of my old paperwork is in there. I don't even believe all my new paperwork is in there. And it looked like they just took some shit and just mixed it up to try to confuse the shit out of me. Like, how do you go through my property and tell me what I can and can't have, but yet you still owe me money? I got it on video that my rent was paid till September 5th. But Officer Vang locked me up on August 4th, so I wouldn't be able to pay the bill, the August 5th bill. And that's when August 6th, when I was released, after being held for 2 days for no fucking reason, after I was released, pay attention to this. August 6th, when I get there, I got them on video refusing to let me into my locker. Refusing to let me into my shit. This is a part, now, by them doing that, this is how you interfere with me doing my civil process, because they know it's appeal time, and a lot of appeals are supposed to be handed in by August, especially the ones that was issued out in May, the cases that was fraudulently dismissed in May. Them appeals, May, you got June, July, August, 90 days is up in August. It's amazing how all this shit started going on from August 4th. Oh yeah, Officer Vang played a part in that too, yo. The Philly police officers, yeah, they played a part in that, yo. And these pussies are attacking my outgoing mail. They're intercepting my outgoing mail and a lot of my incoming mail. Why? Because the United States Supreme Court do not send you no federal, no FedEx motherfucking, not FedEx, how you call it? No United States Postal Service envelopes, yo. All their envelopes has United States Supreme Court written on it, just like United States District Court has their address and the 8th Circuit Court has their addresses on shit. Let me show you what I'm talking about so you can know I'm not fraud, I'm not bullshitting you, yo. Because this is what the fuck these motherfuckers been doing. They intercept my mail, whoever they got people now, it's verified that all of the post offices is on the same thing. The 2 down here in downtown Minneapolis, the one over there on 1st Street, and there's another one over there up by the higher grounds. I forget what street that is. But it's up there, up that way somewhere. Now, pay attention to this, right? Now, see how many minutes I got left. I ain't trying to. I just want to put y'all up on this shit right here, y'all. Let me show you. Anytime any court send you a document, right? Anytime any court, and look, and that's crazy how they ain't even give me the, that's crazy, yo. How the fuck you go through my shit and tell me what I can get? Now pay attention to this, right? You see this administration, Anoka County Courthouse, right? All right. Pay attention. You see the address on the envelope. This is letting you know any court document that comes from the court, the courthouse has to be written on it, yeah? Not this right here now. Pay attention to this. You see how this should say? United States Supreme Court. This is fraud right here, yo. This is one of my mails that was intercepted. You see how I say United States? This was done by the machine in the post office. That's after one of the post office workers intercept my mail, and then they go back and they either got somebody in the United States District Court doing this, or the 8th Circuit Court of Appeals, or they rotating and doing this shit back and forth, or they coming up with the ideas together. But this is one of the envelopes that one of my appeals was sent back to me in. You see what I'm saying? You see this? Anytime a court sends you something, these are the official envelopes, yo. These are the official envelopes. Any court, that's United States District Court, Anoka County Court. Let me show you something else so you can see what I'm talking about, yo. I mean, so you don't think I'm sitting here frauding. Look, United States Courts of Appeal. You see how the envelopes is marked from which court they came from? Because these are the official envelopes from the courts. Let me show you some more, so you know what I mean? So you can get the hang of it, the gist of it, so you can see that I ain't bullshitting with it. You see? United States District Court. You see, for the district, you see? Now, I done had mail come from the United States Supreme Court before. They do not come in United States Postal Service envelope with these shit where you go doctor it up at the machine and send a motherfucker their mail back, yo. That's mail fraud. It's mail tampering. They tampering with a nigga mail. So now my mail is not even making it to the United States Supreme Court because they're intercepting the mail, and then they're doctoring up fraudulent ass fucking letters with the shit and sending me my mail back. Now, these past few weeks that have been going by, these motherfuckers done met by her doing this shit, by locking me out of my shit, they've been getting a whole bunch of people to steal my book bags. I done had three different book bags stolen from me, yo. The 20th, between the 20th and the 21st of motherfucking August, my book bag got stolen over there at the motherfucking, the Holiday gas station. I still ain't get a chance to go down there and ask them if they could review that tape, the surveillance footage for me, because I believe my book bag was left in there after that lady kicked me out. Nah, man. But anyway, I know that's what happened with that situation. Now, then I had another book bag after that. Which book bag I had after that, yo? That was the little book bag. The other book bag before that got stolen. That was what? July 25th. My other book bag got stolen. Then I had another book bag before July. That was like June sometime. It was either May or June that shit got stolen. Then, like, come on, man. You motherfuckers doing too much. And then all that paperwork that's missing. Hey, yo, it's supposed to be a box like this. Just one box like this big with paperwork in it. With nothing but paperwork in it. How the fuck do I had paperwork that I did have in my locker from Higher Grounds, because they didn't get all my paperwork over the ones that was in my locker. I brought it back. Now, these two boxes right here, that's fuck no, yo. That's probably that probably would have been enough paperwork from all the new shit that I just filed in 2025. Would have probably filled up them two boxes alone right there. But the shit that I've been having from the Higher Grounds and all that shit and everything that I had, like I had all stacked up in my locker and shit, all the shit I was stacked in my locker, it was way more than a box than this, because I had two bins. I had three bins, three plastic bins inside of my motherfucking inside of my thing over there, inside of my unit over there that was at the extra space. I had three bins that was filled with paperwork that was dated from 2022, 2023, 2024. All the documents that I've been serving Mark, how you call that? E. Berglund and the rest of them other motherfuckers from the Cameron Gustafson case, yo. All of them, I've been serving all of them documents, and all them papers was in there. It's amazing how all them papers are gone, right? Now check this out.